Hey guys, it's me. Just wanted to come on and say hello. And I was inspired to do a little Dr. Blast, I suppose, because I've been a little disgruntled at something that once I tell you a little bit about what happened, you would probably be disgruntled for me. I'll just jump into it. Um, so I have been having a skin issue, and my dermatologist, it's the second dermatologist that I've had since it started. I never had any problems with my skin prior to that, to whatever this was that they apparently couldn't figure out. And but I did have a pretty extensive history of being on antibiotics and steroids for asthma and bronchitis, asthmatic bronchitis, and anything that would go along with things that were pulmonary, that were difficult for me to kick because I'm an asthmatic. So anyway, yeah, I gave them both of them, my full history written out on the paperwork that they sent me. And apparently they don't actually read what they ask you for. Because had they read that, maybe they would have had a little more insight. The other thing that I'm still shocked and disgruntled by is just the lack of professionalism, I would say, for both of them. So I'm naming names in this one. I'm not just sitting by and sitting idle, because I truly feel like if you have an issue as a patient, and if you are able to share with them anything about your history, and anything that may help them solve your problem, it is incumbent upon them to take that into account and make some decisions based on their own information plus the information that they've gotten from you. So I'll just go on to say that I have had this mystery skin issue. You can see on my forehead here, on my cheek. I have some on my other cheek as well. And especially in this side, it extends back. I'm not even going to show you because I'm just so embarrassed. But anyway, and actually in part started it in my eyebrows. So I definitely have some scarring in my eye area from that. So I'm hoping that the next person that I see will be able to help me with some of that. Anyway, so here's what happened. As you guys can tell from my video, my very first video about my story, that I was really sick recently. It turned out that I did not respond to the first round of antibiotics that were given to me. I also did not respond to the first 12-day taper of corticosteroids that were given to me. So I was still very sick by the third time that I was at urgent care. And on the third time I was at urgent care, I saw the same practitioner that I saw the second time, and she was wonderful. She was very concerned about me being able to breathe, and I hadn't made any progress from the last time she had seen me and started me on steroids. But she was also very concerned about my skin, and that I didn't seem to be getting any, I was telling her I wasn't getting any help. So I was treated for, they did a chest x-ray and I was treated for pneumonia. And that is when I started to see some resolution in my skin. And I couldn't believe it because I had been at my dermatologist, Dr. Pan. That's his name. Don't go to him. I had been there crying and begging for help. And I looked at me like a deer in the headlights, had nothing to share with me. He just didn't, it was just his, to be honest with you, I don't know. Don't go to him. He's not still trying to practice dermatology. I think he's trying to be like on vacation while he's there in person. Not sure. Anyway, so I started to see dramatic results on Levaquin, which is a pretty heavy hitter antibiotic. And I let Dr. Pan know. I even offered to stop in to share with him a little bit about the fact that I had seen some positive results. And he was not interested in seeing me. So that was day 7 of Levaquin, or Levaquin, however it's pronounced. And by day 10, I called him, which was the last day I was taking it, and said, hey, Dr. Pan, I just want to let you know, I'm seeing fantastic results, and I'm willing to stop in to see you to say hello and have you take a look. And I'm also very curious, since I don't think I'm out of the woods yet on this, I'm very curious about what you think. And I said, will you work with me on this? Will you? I asked him to work with me on this to try to solve this problem. And he had the guts to say, I don't think the Levaquin is helping you, and that's a pretty heavy hitter antibiotic. I don't think that's really what's helping. Okay. At this point, please, I can't, because I've already been dealing with it now for about 2 years. And it's spread, right? So if it's spreading, there's something going on. Anyway, so I tried to lead him to getting me to a place where he would say, yes, I'll put you on a tag-on antibiotic to the end of Levaquin and start you on tetracycline, which he had put me on before. And I said, so he couldn't go, he didn't go there. He said, I got nothing. Basically, he said, I got nothing. And I said, okay, here's what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. I have tetracycline left over from what you had given me before. It didn't work at the dose that you gave it to me at. And I said, I'm going to double that dose, and I'm going to do that twice a day. And I have enough to get me through 14 days. And you know what? I'm also going to take pictures of myself every single day so that you can see what progress I'm making. And he said, oh, is that what you want? Oh, is that what you want? Oh, I can do that. I can put a prescription in for you for that. That's what I give people for acne. And I said, are you kidding me? You gave me half that. If you thought I had a bacterial infection on my face, why would you give me half of that when I've given you my full history of being on antibiotics and steroids this much? I am clearly not a candidate for your lowest dose of antibiotics. So anyway, I was floored. Said, oh, okay, I can do that. Why? Because I'm going to take pictures now, and I will have proof that this is actually working. And so that's where we left off. That's where I'm currently at. I'm seeing a lot of improvement. In the meantime, I've also seen a lot of, and I have talked about this in other videos, of the damage that's actually happened to my skin that I'm hoping to resolve with skincare products. And then I also, at least he referred me to a cosmetic dermatologist, but he was not helpful, and he was, I think, did not want to see me be successful, probably for a lot of reasons, most that I don't understand. But one is, whatever his diagnosis is that he sent along to this new doctor, if I didn't actually walk in the door with that, I don't see her until July. If I don't walk in the door with that because I've been on antibiotics, then doesn't he look like a complete incompetent fool? Anyway, this is a quick video. I have the lights on. You can see my face. You can also see I have a little lisp. You probably heard it before anyway, but yeah, so being on camera and doing this is not my favorite part, but my favorite part is feeling empowered, and my next favorite part is feeling like maybe I can inspire someone else to come on and tell your story, and take that leap, knowing that it's hard, but it might help someone. So maybe I have empowered you, whoever you are out there, to speak up with your doctor. Take a stand. Tell them you actually know a little bit about yourself, because it's, hey, this is your body. And you know what? You have to advocate for yourself. And finally, I'll just tell you that at the very, very end of that conversation, I said, Dr. Pan, I do not want to have to advocate for myself to this degree with every doctor I see. I just don't want to have to do it. This is a lot of effort. I would prefer to have providers who will actually advocate for me without me having to beg, without me having to lead the horse to water. It's not necessary. Anyway, so I hope this is helpful. I don't love the way I look right now. I know I've got to get something going with my eyes, because now there's scar tissue in here. Who knows what'll happen with the rest of my face. But anyway, here I am, and you can see me. And anyway, and I hope it's inspiring. All right, I love you, and I'm tired. So I'm going to bed, and I hope that you're inspired. All right, I love you. Good night. Bye.